If you want to know about vision boards and why yours probably sucks and won't happen, stay tuned. Hey y'all, and welcome to the A Creative Cliche YouTube channel. Listen, I'm so glad that you are here. It is the very end, the tail end of January. And I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are either in one of two areas. You're either like, I'm killing it, 2020 is my year, get ready, or you're on the other side. Or you're like, listen, January feels like 8 years. I already suck, I'm already over it. But either way, guys, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here on this video. If you want to know about vision boards and why yours probably sucks and won't happen, stay tuned. Okay, I just want to start off by saying that I love a vision board, okay? I love a vision board because I am such an achiever personality type that being able to like dictate what my year's gonna be, write down my goals, determine how I'm gonna do it, like it's just such a rush, okay? I love it. But what I will tell you that I do not love is this new like culture around vision boards, okay? Where it's like this fun, frilly thing that everyone does, but like no one does it right, okay? And so I want to talk to you guys about 5 reasons why your vision board sucks and won't happen this year, okay? Let's do it. Okay, y'all, let's get into number 1. So number 1 reason why your vision board will not work, it's gonna fail, is because you aren't writing your vision first, okay? There's so many times that, maybe a group of your friends or, a couple or whatever are coming together and like, hey, let's make our vision board without any pre-planning, without deciding what you want, without deciding what you want your life to look like. Like that takes real work if you're gonna do it for real. Like a real kind of listing out of your goals and your vision, like where you see yourself in 1 year, in 2 years, 3 years, etc. That takes time, number 1, and it takes the mental work. Like a lot of people are not willing to do the mental work. And what I mean by that is, number 1, deciding where you are right now, understanding where you are, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and then also deciding like what you ideally want while letting go of like the baggage and the insecurities that are holding you back, right? So some people are kind of on the spectrum where, they want a lot technically, but they won't admit it because they're so insecure about certain things. So they'll just kind of like make mediocre goals or maybe make mediocre visions. And then you got people on the other end who are not self-aware in any aspect, and they're going nuts about like what they want. Neither of those people have really done the work to like figure out where they are and what they ideally want. And so if you aren't writing down, literally, writing down or typing, but if you aren't actually making a list of your vision before even going to like the creative side of like making a vision board, then good luck, honey, because it ain't gonna happen, all right? What I wanna tell you is you need to do the work. Give yourself a couple of days to think and like really like think about where you see your life going or how you would want your life to go. And then start thinking about a vision board. You can't just call somebody up and say, hey, let's just do a vision board right now. It's like, have you thought about it? Like, for real. Because this is your life here. This is not a video game. This is not like a story or whatever that you're making up. This is your real life. Do you want to leave that to chance at all? Because I sure don't. So reason number 2 why your vision board is not gonna happen this year is because you're just using generic visions, okay? This is what usually happens, right? So when it comes down to vision boards, usually everyone skips number 1. They don't write down a vision. They're not specific. They don't take some time out to do their inner work to figure out what their vision for themselves are. But what they do is they gather a whole bunch of people, they get a whole bunch of magazines and hope for the best. Okay, you just hope that when you open up, Oprah magazine, that she's gonna have the perfect vision clippings for you. No, we're not doing that this year. we are not going to settle for whatever we happen to find in a magazine. Because we were specific with number one, we wrote down exactly what we wanted. In version number two, in step number two, we want to go and make our specific vision. So what I like to do now is actually go online. I want to go online and type up exactly what I want. If I say that in the next year I want to have a office with a view, then I'm going to go in Google and I'm going to type in an office with a view. If I say that next year I want to go to Florence, Italy, then guess what? I'm going to go find pictures of Florence, Italy. I'm not going to find pictures of Guam, of Puerto Rico, of whatever random beach and island and resort I can find a picture of. I'm going to get specific. And so reason number two why your vision board is not going to happen is because you aren't specific enough. All you're going by are like beautiful pictures of like a woman that looks happy or has some shopping bags in her hands, or like I see pictures of lipstick and I'm just like, what does this have to do with your vision? Yeah, the vision board is cute, it's frilly, it's adorable, but is it actually gonna get you anywhere? Because the whole purpose isn't to have decoration, it's to have a vision. So reason number three why your vision board is gonna fail is because you haven't mapped out how you're going to achieve any of these goals. Listen, if you haven't decided how or any actionable steps that you can take between where you are right now and where you want to be in January of next year, how are you even going to begin to tackle it? Okay, let me just step back for a second. You don't want to put up a picture of abs and you aren't going to address your eating, your gym, you haven't worked out how many times you're going to be working out, you haven't decided if you're going to get a trainer. Like, you can't just have a picture of abs and just hope and pray that somehow you're going to get there. Okay, you've got to come up with some actionable steps. And personally, I like to either have them all written out kind of in bubble form. So like going from one, if my goal is to get a house, I will have kind of shooting off of it, work on my credit by this date, work on this by this date, make sure I've saved up this much money by this date. Like, just an example. We've got to have some kind of accountability of steps throughout the process, because if we just have like this huge goal that just seems insurmountable, how are we going to get there? What's going to be our daily motivation, our daily actions, our day by day, our inch by inch, if we haven't mapped out how we can even think about doing it? Now, sometimes that plan is going to change. You know, maybe you'll say in the beginning, I'm going to work out with my sister 4 times a week, and I'm going to, you know, get meal prep meals online. Maybe I'll do that. But then maybe like 2 months in, you're like, my sister is not reliable. I'm going to get my own trainer. I'm going to figure this out. That's okay. But if you haven't mapped out anything, I can promise you're just going to keep looking at the picture of abs every day and say, yeah, I'm going to get there, just not sure how. Or you'll never look at it and you just never get there. Either way, you've got to have actionable steps. Number 4. You're thinking way too far ahead. Listen, I love an ambitious person. I love a go-getter. I love someone who is a visionary and a dreamer. Love it all. I'm here for it all. I encourage it all. But when we're doing our vision board for the year, it's just that. It's just for the year. It's just for about the next 12 or so months. You know, it's not picture perfect, but it's around that time. It's not 7 years from now. It's not you know, what you're going to be doing with your 4 kids. It's like, you don't even have 1 kid yet. How are you already, you know, 8 years ahead? We've got to take it year by year if it's a real vision board. Okay, so stop getting so ahead of yourself. Hone it in on what you want to happen for the next year, and then get super specific and come up with actionable steps. Reason number 5 why your vision board is not going to happen. It's because you're making ugly vision boards, okay? I am tired of the whole getting some magazine clippings, throwing it on a blue and pink poster board and thinking that you're actually, number one, gonna wanna hang that up in your home. Number two, you're gonna wanna look at that daily. It's ugly. I want you to really, really invest in this vision board. I mean, it's your life. Now listen, if you don't think that a vision board is gonna help you accomplish anything, if you don't think it really has anything to do with your life, then I can understand why you're like, Carla, I don't wanna invest in that. Like, why would I do that? But if you really think it's something that can change the trajectory of your year, why wouldn't you invest maybe 10 bucks in getting a gorgeous frame or setting something up nice that you will put somewhere that you can be proud of? I have mine hanging in my office so that I can see it daily, but it's hanging up. It's not, some rinky-dink poster board that's flimsy and it'll bend and break. It's gorgeous cork that I put up and I set it up nicely, and it took time, but it's set up in a way that I can appreciate it and see it every day. And it's aesthetically pleasing, which also helps because as much as you don't want to admit it, we're all a little bit vain. It's just how we're made. I know I said 5 reasons why, but I want to give you guys a bonus one. This bonus one is so crucial that I couldn't just not put it in there. And that's just that you are not getting in alignment with your goals. So when you have a goal, right, and you've kind of created the actionable steps, a lot of times you have to do a little bit more work than just the actionable steps to achieve those goals. You got to get in alignment. That means that maybe you have to change your mindset about some things. Maybe that means you have to go talk to psychologists. Maybe that means you've got to change your image to line up with saying, hey, my goal is to be in a corner office. I know that that's my next step up in my career. That's where I want to be. Well, maybe you should start dressing like that. Maybe you should get in alignment with what you say that you want. Because if you notice, life rewards that. The people who are already in their place. They're not waiting for you to get ready and get the promotion and then get it together, or get the promotion and then maybe start looking like a boss. It's like you've already got to be on that track. And so when you are on that track, things start to click. Once you have that alignment, actionable steps, you've worked on your mindset, that is the flow. This is not like a fairy tale throwing it in the air, hoping whatever sticks. This has to be purposeful alignment. And if you're in a place where you're like, I really, really want to get in alignment, Carla, I don't know how to make my image help me get to the next step, then please, let's talk about getting you enrolled in our style coaching course. It's all virtual, meaning you can be anywhere in the world and it can benefit you, but you may just need that for your next push. If you want more info on that, there is going to be a link at the bottom, and it's going to be an email that you can contact me directly, because I want to see you reach your goal for 2020. Okay, y'all, and that is all. That is my 5 reasons why your vision board will not happen. And listen, I don't want to say this because I'm a negative Nancy, because I'm really not. But I'm saying this because I want to help you guys. It's the end of January, meaning that all the first of the year jitters and butterflies and excitement about I can do anything is starting to wear off a little bit, if we're real. And so what I want to happen is I want you to have that pep in your step to know that you can do it, to know that it's just not a feeling that you're supposed to have of positivity, but of I can do this. Thanks for tuning in to the newest YouTube video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Until next time, toodles!